are gonna be developed as well. Just ignore Michelle being at life support because, yeah. Go like, I'm hoping her relationships here is a bit better. Hey, sit down.
You want to review some recovered items connected to victims of the serial disappearances case? But, that case has been closed for quite a while now. Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application.
Yeah.
Okay, please hold on.
We got that entire box to swam up with it. God dang. I guess we're stronger than we thought.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her person and this tattered old notebook.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something.
Oh.
To whoever discovers this diary.
For Will?
Let's see. Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vachey's guilt.
But we didn't need to
Vachey
anyway.
took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
I guess O'Reilly must have written all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators. Wait, it cuts off.
Something wrong?
Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Hello? Someone else was taken. That would make 6, or perhaps the 7th. Someone tried to escape yesterday, but was caught. She hasn't been seen since. Was that yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost track of time. So I don't know if this writing is of any use, or how much longer I can do it for. I can reason my fate approaching. What terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others in the troop here. Have I truly protected them? Sorry, I'm so sorry. Oh my. I think I have a fever and my old stomach troubles have returned, but nobody gave me any medicine. I suppose I'm more fortunate than Cressy. The pain keeps me awake all night. Keeps her awake all night. I suppose they think that anything goes so long as the experimental subjects can be used before they die. It's so dampy, I've given them my blanket. So cold, so cold, so cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for such hard work. I like to tell them such things, but it is I who am losing my grip. If anyone sees this, troop, safe, I, them important. Please farewell, apologize. Life perform, future, regret, Cleo. The page is an absolute mess, the writer's pen seems to be wanted, it surfaced at random. Only some words can be made out, and barely at that. From this page onward the diary stops, to be replaced with lyrics from the musicals. Some are from the newspaper clippings, others are handwritten with many crossings out and changes. It is apparent that the page has been referenced often, and this was a personal notebook for artistic director O'Reilly.
She was so terrified.
She watched the girl get assaulted right in front of her, and had to wait for her own death to silence. Yo, this is beyond messed up.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been. Wait. This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
Oh my god. Yo, this is so sad. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want? Because I'm an older sister to them. I love them.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this still what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Not just that.
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision. Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troupe would have hoped to hear as well.
It was
She
her
had their utmost
sacrifice.
trust, admiration, and love. And she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director O'Reilly's final thoughts.
So it really was a final sacrifice, in a sense. Dude, this is... Again, I don't want to parallel this with Furina, but I have to. Because this is what Furina goes through. She becomes a human. Like, if you become a human, you cannot reveal secrets to anybody. In Furina's case, be the Hydro Archon in my stead, but no one can know that you're human. In her case, in Furina's case, it's much worse because she was forced upon that role. She didn't have a choice. Did Volsler give her a choice? She didn't.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our Little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance, to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director O'Reilly and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
You don't have to see them to guess, Paimon.
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance. And aren't human emotions, love, hate, regret, and hope, just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're
This
sure you're okay
is
with
the thing that they actually
I have
do
no
when it
objection
comes
to it.
to shows, episodes, or movies. They do commemorate the actor in some way if they passed away.
Like a serious acting troupe. All right.
As to remember them.
Fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an
Opera Epiclese?
extraordinary show,
Yeah, the
you
feeling.
need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No, though that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Believe in yourselves. Go big or go home.
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you? I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too.
I'm curious, will Furina take her usual spot on the top, or is she
We'll need to
gonna
get
sit
the
next to
go-ahead
us?
from the roulette. I know just where to find her.
Oh, I guess we're making the fool out after all. Okay, that's cool.
First Miss Furina, now the Opera Epiclese? If only the director was still with us.
Hey, come on. There's no point in dwelling on that now. We have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you're right. Now's not the time to get all melancholy.
During the final scene, maybe we should stop the music just before Cleo takes the stage?
Best of luck to you.
There's definitely a lot more of a slice of life thing. But it still has that emotional level. There's no giant lore drops, there's nothing like that. Because we don't need that anymore. We got our giant lore drop, we don't need any more. Something like this is just fine. And if I was just chilling out here,
Hey,
okay.
look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
You were just guessing?
Eh. She can guess correctly, right?
I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The story of the Little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes, and this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are.
I guess she really did enjoy the performing arts in some way.
Past, we sat in our
She wasn't
high
lying to
chairs in the
herself.
court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one. Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist Cleo are all modeled after your own.
Yeah.
Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to
again, the story is an allegory to you.
It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors
again,
or
understandably so,
stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Thanks, Nervalet.
You are very welcome.
Again, developing the coolest person ever, as per usual.
Many people were once enthralled by Lady Furina's performances, myself included. I hope that one day she'll be able to understand that our appreciation was always sincere.
See, again, like, that's the interesting thing, like, she has doubts. She absolutely has doubts, understandably so. But it doesn't always have to be, you know, like, it doesn't always have to be that way. Of course, there are people that does not like Furina at all. Not anymore at this rate. But at the same time, maybe there are some people that genuinely like Furina. It's a morally gray area in that case. Like, a situation right now is still somewhat complex.
Good news, everyone. It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Nervalet was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast. Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly
I'm curious
wonderful.
though, is this gonna build up to
The sooner we can finalize the ending,
Dolphy having a
the more time
flare-up
we'll have
then?
to rehearse.
Because I can see that happening
Alan
as
and I just
well.
went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Ah, they're still besties.
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing! Even though Furina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up!
I'm really looking forward to the final production.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Aw, this is cute. Vilmon's just there with his arms tied. What am I doing back there?
That cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crime.
Oh, straight to the point, okay.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage! If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave this place, oh Little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Okay. Also notice we're standing backstage. Yeah, there we are. Is she gonna flare up?
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage!
Uh-oh. Yeah, I had a bad feeling.
Why
Damn
does
it.
it have to be now?
I had a feeling this was gonna happen.
What's going on? You're due on stage any second now.
It's the flare up.
Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
You... This is a conversation for another time.
Is Furina gonna take the stage
How can
here?
the show go on without its star performer?
It's obvious that this is the build of Furina taking the stage, I think.
Miss Furina, I'd like to make a request of you.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I
Yeah,
know what you're going to
she's
ask.
gonna take it.
Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest.
She'll sing the finale.
Sing the finale. From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Thank you, Miss Furina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything
Fate
you
is a
said.
cruel mistress, isn't it?
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep.
Even this is
No one
an
likes regrets,
allegory.
myself included.
Even this
Leave it to
experience.
me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
I'm just worried about this though.
Is she here yet?
Will she get here?
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité
What about your wish?
My wish?
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Le grand amour ne suffit pas, seul un adieu fleurira. C'est notre histoire de vie, douce et amère. Moi, je suis, serai toujours là, à voir le monde et sa beauté. Et ça ne changera jamais, jamais.
Yo, I got goosebumps. Oh my god. Wait, who are these people? Are they from the Spina?
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Furina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
The Little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
It's a current call.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would
That's
like
good.
to give a special thanks to our artistic
Oh my god.
consultant
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Whoa!
Hey, that's not what we agreed on!
Oh, so it was Furina after all.
She's back!
That's not good.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
Hopefully it's a backfire? Okay, it didn't backfire.
All right, calm down, don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule.
She has it.
But it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
At most, you might be asked to sign a few autographs later.
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all,
Okay.
but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show?
Yeah,
It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
you got a vision as
She
well.
flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin
It
air!
was supposed to be a prop vision?
That. I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
But it's not a prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy?
You actually got a
How
vision.
she's doing?
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
It's interesting to figure out what determines what vision. I have this theory for a long time, And I'm pretty sure I got some of it down. We've only seen this one other time. That was with the Wanderer. The animal vision was meant to imply a sense of moving on. All animal vision users have lost a friend, a very close one at that, but they've all learned to cope and move on with their lives. Their ambition was to move on, live their lives as free as possible without being burdened with the past. I think the Hydro Vision, my original guess was protection, and I still stand by that. I think that Hydro Vision and the Hydro Element's ambition is to protect. Think about what all Hydro characters have in common. They want to protect something, whether it's something close to them, something small or grand. It doesn't matter at this rate. Every Hydro character has something they want to defend because of their passion and love for that. I think that is the true ambition behind the Hydro element. And I think Furina masters that perfectly. What is because of a sacrifice? 500 years long worth of sacrifice. She've earned this vision. She've earned this power. And she can continue to use it however she wants to. She's earned it. She absolutely earned this. And there's a thing that I want to bring up as well, but I'm gonna win to the end because I'm pretty sure I know who gave that vision to her. And yeah, this was spoiled to me, but still, like, it's really still a cool badass moment because, like, I never seen this cutscene. I've only heard people saying, "Oh, she ended up getting a vision of the Zarkon quest." Spoilers alert, okay? Or it's store quest. Spoilers alert, but okay. And I'm pretty sure I know who gave her that vision because of some people talking about it, and I overheard that by accident. But that was a really cool moment.
Ah, you're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
How did the performance go? Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Furina was on the stage. You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning.
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough it out to begin with.
It's okay.
No, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Well, one way or another, we did it. I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
Oh no. This seems familiar.
So, any plans for the next step? After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to. You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the Little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
Hey, don't just walk off!
Well, okay.
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Furina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Furina? Any future plans?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You should have consulted with Furina first.
It's quite alright. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I previously imagined. Maybe Nervillette was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
Just do whatever feels right to you.
Yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people.
Acting isn't just faking identities.
Others around them.
It's expressing characters.
I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling. The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Next time, I'll invite you to join me.
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
Honor him.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands. Is that how humans feel about it as well?
And with that, if you happen to have Furina, like me, you can see her true source of her Hydra power is in fact a vision. While we can't see the full story of it, I think I can give it to you. Maybe. Well, from what I've heard, Furina's unique gimmick, while we can't see it in combat, is her arc alignment. Fontaine's character has that gimmick where you have the power of Usia, darkness, or Numa, light, depending on your arc alignment, and that is dependent on your vision shape. Traveler has one too. We have the Numa arc, but for other Fontaine characters, like let's say Nivola, his arc alignment is Numa. What about Lynette? Take a look at her vision in the back. You can tell her arc alignment is Usia. Furina's is more unique, in which she has an Usia mark and a Numa mark. She is the only character to have access to both arc alignments. She has the power of both light and darkness inside her vision. And I know why too. If you remember, by the end of the Act 5 Fontaine Archon quest, we know that the Hydra throne is gone. That authority returned to Novelid as the true Hydra sovereign. Meaning he has full access to Numosia. If visions are a gift from the gods, a gift from Celestia, but the Hydra throne is no more, then we already know who gave her that vision in the first place. That vision is a gift from Novelid. That is just cool to me. That is seriously, seriously cool to me. And with that, every main story is concluded in 4.2. And can I just say, Furina's character story quest, with how much skepticism I have, and the one issue I have with it being Traveler's attitude in like the first segment of this quest as a whole, easily top 3 material. Easily. Honestly, it might be because recency bias too. I think this is better than Nahida's Act 2. And Nahida's Act 2 was a strong character story quest for me. Because it hit so many levels of emotion. But I don't think I've ever been this emotional since. Only time that my emotion hit me like that was Yoimiya's Act 2. Or Novelid, since I played through Nahida's Act 2. And now I can confidently say that Furina hit that mark for me in so many levels. As a character, Furina is easily one of the most, I would dare say, relatable.
I hope the weather's nice like this tomorrow.
At least. Fearing other people's perspective, thinking logically like that, is something that really connected with me, and I have to say, I 100% empathize with Furina easily, and that's what makes for a good character. A good character is not just design, it's not just gameplay. It's if it can connect with the player, in my opinion. That's what makes a really good character, especially in a story perspective. And Furina hits that hallmark for me every single step of the way. And I've never been more emotionally attached to a character like I have with Furina. Easily, best character story quest. Easily the best character story quest, bar none. Super close second place with me Nahida's Act 2, and then A's Act 2. Tied with Novelid's Act 1. Like, it's crazy how Fontaine has been nailing that hallmark when it comes to story, and they've not been slowing down at all. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah. Next time, for the main story, it's 4.3. I don't know where that's gonna take us. I don't know. But I can tell you it's gonna be one hell of a journey. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and give your own thoughts about this character story quest, Furina as a character, what you liked about it, something you found annoyed about it. Up to you. ACairconditioner signing out. Have a good one, guys. And take care.